Don't you worry, don't you cry. I can promise it gets better in time. Keep your head up, keep your shine. Hold my hand up, it gets better in time.
Hi guys, I'm Ree. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a new babe, hit the subscribe button because you're gonna wanna stay. If you're returning, hey besties, it's so good to see you guys again. We are back with another meal prep video, and I'm gonna throw in a little sweetener because some of you guys have been asking for a grocery list. So down below in the description box with my recipes, I'm also going to have the grocery list, and I'm just gonna show you in live time just in case you don't wanna click on the PDF. This is gonna be excluding like sauces and seasonings, but maybe I'll add those in there. But I feel like all of my seasonings and like sauces that I'm gonna use, everybody already has in their pantry. I'm just really excited that you guys are enjoying these meal prep videos. So if you keep watching them, I'll keep putting them out. I'm not gonna talk your ear off. I'm gonna show you everything that I got for this meal prep, and then we're gonna jump on in, cook the food. It's gonna be a very, very simple, very basic meal prep, and it's a short week for me, so I only have to prep for about 4 or 5 days. Let's go ahead and get into this little grocery haul, mini grocery haul, and then we're gonna start cooking. Okay, this is everything that I got for this meal prep. I think that's 2 pounds of chicken, some sirloin steak, 1 massive cucumber, 2 zucchinis, a red bell pepper, some grapes, 1 bag of this chicken fried rice from Trader Joe's. You could definitely get the vegetable fried rice or the pork fried rice, but I prefer the chicken. And then I also got this pad thai veggies and sauce. I'm only gonna use the veggies, and then 1 pineapple. So this is all of the basic things. Oh, wait. I'm totally lying. Hold on. I totally forgot about breakfast. So you're gonna need some almond milk, some Oreo thins, some oats. I didn't just buy them. I've had them in my pantry, but if you don't have oats in your house, you're gonna need some. And then your favorite protein powder. I like the Alani Nu Frosted Flurry flavor. It's giving like cookies and cream, and that's the vibe that I'm going for my breakfast anyway. So if you don't have a protein powder, you're gonna wanna add it to your list. And now I think that's it. If it's not, I will definitely be sure to include everything from my receipt on the PDF down below. But let's get cooking. So up first on this meal prep, we are making some delicious protein oats. So in a mason jar, you're gonna combine your oats, your favorite protein powder. I'm using the Alani Nu in the flurry flavor, which you just saw, and then some unsweetened almond milk. You're gonna pop on a lid, shake it up, and pop it in the fridge until you're ready to eat it. So it's time for the cookies and cream experience that we've all been waiting for. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my overnight oats. I popped them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, only because I already put the protein powder in there. I'll explain in the recipe if you make the overnight oats without the protein powder and what to do. And then I'm just gonna add 2 chopped Oreo thins in the actual base. Then I'm gonna add the other 2 chopped Oreos on top and a little bit of raspberries. And she was a cookies and cream dream, okay? You don't have to put them in the microwave if you don't want to. I prefer to have mine warm, not hot, but warm. So I just kind of leave mine out for a little bit and then pop them in the microwave for a very, very brief moment. But feel free to eat them cold or to prepare the oats hot and then add the protein powder later. Next up, we have some chicken breast, and I know you saw that transition. I'm working on them. Anyway, you're gonna season your chicken. I use 3 super large chicken breasts, and I just cut them up into bite-sized pieces. You guys can season your chicken very basically. This is the basic seasoning for me. Look at the paprika. It was supposed to be a sprinkle, and it was like half a jar. Don't do that, but season to your liking. Add some olive oil if you want. If you don't want to, you don't need it. Toss it all together and let it sit aside and marinate for the next 30 minutes or up to an hour or 2 in the fridge. Now we're gonna season our steak, and you just already know that the real seasoning that belongs on steak is the Grill Mates Spicy Montreal Steak Seasoning, and the spicy one, it matters. I also followed up with a little bit of black pepper and onion powder because I was feeling a little bit extra today, but that's also not necessary. But I'm gonna go ahead and season it generously and then give it a good toss and allow it to marinate for the next 30 or so minutes. Now let's go ahead and get into just a little bit of veggie prep. This one didn't take as long. Usually I feel like I'm chopping for hours, but today I just had to chop up 3/4 of a red bell pepper into bite-sized pieces, and then I cubed up 2 medium-sized zucchinis. This maybe took me about 5 minutes in total, so it wasn't that long since a lot of my vegetables were already prepped. Lately, I have just been craving fruits and vegetables, like raw vegetables. I don't know what it is, but I can't get enough cucumbers, pineapples, grapes, pomegranate seeds, and cantaloupe. So I decided to make these little fruit and veggie boxes with cucumbers, grapes, and pineapples. And this is basically the quickest, easiest snack ever. And they held up for about 4 to 5 days in the fridge without getting all weird and slimy. So for my first component, I'm gonna be making, well, just zhuzhing up a little frozen bag of fried rice, and I'm starting off with a little bit of sesame seed oil, and I'm gonna saute up the bell pepper that I chopped. I'm also gonna be adding some minced garlic and crushed ginger. You don't have to do this, but just adds a little razzle dazzle. I would say you're gonna saute the veggies for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until the peppers are nice and soft, and then you're gonna add in your frozen bag of the fried rice. Basically just cook it until it's warmed all the way through, and then I add about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You could also omit this, or you could even substitute for coconut aminos. I just have soy sauce in the house, and that's what I'm using. And that's basically everything I'm gonna do to dress up this super basic but really delicious fried rice. I'm sure you already know this, but everything that I prepare goes into a very generic meal prep container, and then I allow it to sit out on the counter until the food reaches room temperature before popping it in the fridge. The rice held up in the fridge for 5 days without losing integrity of the flavor and the ingredients, and I'm topping it with a little bit of black sesame seeds, and that is our first component. Okay, so our next component is this pad thai stir-fried veggies and sauce. And I know I told you guys before that I wasn't going to use the little sauce packet, but I only used half of it. I just felt bad about wasting it all. And it wasn't bad, but I purchased this bag of veggies like a week and a half ago for a previous meal prep and never used it. So some of the veggies were a little bit questionable. So I had to remove some of them because I felt like they just looked weird. Everything tasted fine, and I really actually did like this pad thai stir-fry. And basically you're just going to saute it according to the directions on the back and just add a little bit of the sauce. You don't have to use the sauce, but I just felt bad about wasting it. So this is component number 2. You guys already know how to cook chicken on this channel. We cook chicken pretty much every week. This is like basic chicken 101. All right, just cook the chicken until it is no longer pink. That's nasty, okay? Pink chicken is a no, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I get a really good sear on both sides of this chicken. We want some color. To be honest, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you that protein needs color every single time. And I'm just gonna cook it and then transfer it into a meal prep container, allow it to cool, and then we'll put it in the fridge. This chicken held up in the fridge for 5 days without getting weird, losing its flavor or anything. So if you have questions about it, you're good for 5 days. All right, so for our next component, I'm making a quick beef and zucchini skillet. This actually called for potatoes and I didn't realize it, but this turned out actually just fine. I ended up eating it just with the rice like a couple days this week. And you can cook your steak however you want to. I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil into the pan. You can use no oil or the oil of your choosing. I want to get a really good sear on both sides. You don't have to overcook it because you will be reheating it throughout the week. So if it's still pink on the inside, that's completely fine. This is the one time I'm gonna promote pink meat. And then once I have a really good browning on both sides, I'm gonna add some zucchini, a little bit of garlic, some crushed red pepper flakes, and that's it. I didn't add any salt because I wasn't sure if I was gonna ever add the teriyaki sauce, so I'm gonna make it in a little bit, and I just didn't want to overdo it. And then basically you're gonna cook this until the zucchini is slightly soft. I am not big on mushy zucchini, so I kind of undercooked it, but this was a really great dish. I wish I used the potatoes. So if you want the original recipe, I will link it down below next with my own recipe. Next, we are on to making a super quick and easy teriyaki sauce. I didn't realize how easy it was to make it. So you're going to combine all of the ingredients that are on the screen. I tweaked my recipe, so definitely check it down below. I will also link the original recipe. All of these recipes can be found on Pinterest, by the way, because one thing about me, I'm going to scroll through Pinterest and find the worthy recipes. This literally did not take long at all. I'm just going to mix all of my ingredients, bring it to a nice boil, and then I'm going to add a slurry, which is a mixture of cold water and cornstarch to give it that thickness and richness that we all know and love in a teriyaki sauce. And I'm just gonna allow it to do its thing. I loved the sauce. The original recipe didn't fit my palate completely, so I customized, and that's what you guys should be doing too, because cooking is just a matter of playing up flavors that you like. Then you're gonna transfer it into a mason jar. Please look at the freaking mess I just made. I also almost dropped this entire jar of sauce because I literally didn't think about how hot it was that I just took it off the stove. But the Lord, he kept me, because he knew I would have cried if I dropped this mason jar. And then here's just a little texture shot of the sauce. And then here's everything that I made for this meal prep. It's not a lot, but it got the job done for this week. Super basic, super quick and easy. I took every shortcut and the flavors were bomb. You already know the drill. I'm showing you a few ways that I assembled my dinners this week. The first one was giving very much hibachi. So I paired a little bit of the fried rice with the stir-fry veggies and then had some chicken topped with that delectable sauce, and she was a banger. Did not disappoint. I'm pretty sure I ate this almost every day, and you will too when you taste the sauce. You'll get it. You'll absolutely get it. The next way I ate this was with the beef and zucchini with a little bit of the fried rice. Again, just giving hibachi style. I was just kind of craving that. My palate was really craving that flavor. But also I ate the beef and, did I say broccoli? Beef and zucchini. Oh my goodness. Beef and zucchini just by itself because it was really just that good. It's our favorite time, which is dessert time, and I am making this really fudgy protein brownie sundae kind of deal. And all right, I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. The first time I made this, it was not that great. It wasn't that good, but I doctored it up, so my recipe is down below. You're just going to mix all of the ingredients into a bowl. I mix the dry ingredients first and then the wet ingredients. I don't know what I did here, but your batter is not going to be as thick as I'm about to show you, okay? She was a thick girl. Even though she looks pretty, the batter should not look like this. I really don't know what I was doing here, but this day it wasn't horrible. The ice cream definitely saved it, but I tweaked it, and no worries, I got you covered. Also, I added chocolate chips on the top. Do not waste your time. Mix the chocolate chips in the batter. Just so much better. Put it in a little lightly greased ramekin. Bake it at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes and add your favorite ice cream. I used some Halo Top on here, so I'm getting extra protein. And this was actually a 10 out of 10. Not this day. It looks great, but it didn't taste that great. But my revised recipe, she was fire. So this is going to conclude this super basic, very quick and easy, and yet delicious meal prep. This whole meal prep maybe took me like an hour and 20 minutes with cleanup. Like it literally was the easiest thing because your girl's gonna take every shortcut she can. I was also a little bit pressed for time today too, but I tried to spice up the stuff that was already pre-made, you know, just put our little twist on it. Also forgive me that I did not show you guys all the ingredients you need in the grocery haul for the dessert, but it will be included in the PDF on the grocery list, so definitely everything is accounted for. I went through my receipts today, I went through the ingredients today, and I made sure that I put everything on there, so you should have no issues at all. And I guess that's really it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also be sure to turn on your post notifications. That way you can be notified every time your girl drops a new video. And until next time, babes, I'll see you in my next.